Before I begin the next story, let me show you some videos. These are women dancing in solidarity with Finland's Prime Minister Sanna Marin. Each of these videos came with the hashtag Solidarity with Sanna. It's a campaign to let Finland's Prime Minister be. Now, some of you may have been following the story since day one. We also told you about it. But for those of you who did not follow, let me do a quick recap. The story began with a video. This one, it shows the Finnish Prime Minister partying with her friends. The group is seen dancing and singing at a house party. The video has shocked some people. The sight of a Prime Minister letting her hair down was perhaps too much for them. Some call Sanna Marin an insult to her office. Some call for her resignation. The opposition went a step ahead. It asked the Prime Minister to take a drug test. Even a member of her own party, her own coalition in fact, supported this demand. Sanna Marin is 36-year-old. She was elected to office in 2019. Until some time ago, she was the world's youngest Prime Minister. Now, dancing and singing are perfectly normal activities. Everyone blows off steam every now and then. So why was the Prime Minister being pulled up for partying? There is no law forbidding a leader from having fun. In fact, many are praised for taking some time out. Like Russian President Vladimir Putin, he's routinely photographed going off on adventure trails. His shirtless photos are branded as cool. US presidents are often photographed on family holidays. When they take off to Camp David, the trips are showcased as work-life balance. When Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau posts photos like these, people applaud him for spending quality time with loved ones. So what was it about the Finnish Prime Minister's video that upset people so much? Was it really the clothes and the dancing? Or was it the thought of a young woman leader having some harmless fun? Did it automatically mean that she was incapable of handling a high office or balancing work and life? Or can a woman who dances not deliver on her professional promises? And I'm not here to weigh in on her capabilities as a leader or whether she's delivered in office. If her voters think she hasn't, they'll tell her in the next election. I'm only talking about a video and how she's being judged for it. How did it become a national scandal and a global headline? The world has more serious things to worry about than a Prime Minister doing what regular people do. Finnish voters, by the way, agree. These videos are their way of telling the Prime Minister's critics that there is no harm in dancing, that dancing is normal regardless of whether or not the person dancing is a Prime Minister. Sanna Marin says, I have a family life, I have a work life, and I have free time to spend with my friends, pretty much the same as many people my age. And that's exactly the point we're trying to make. Should you stop being who you are the moment you enter office? I think gone are the days of leaders trying to project themselves as superhuman or wearing a veil of secrecy and mystery. Today, leaders should be relatable and accessible, as parents who see nothing wrong in bringing their children to work, as people who have a family, who have friends and a life outside work, as citizens who too queue up to vote. Of course, Sanna Marin did not expect her party video to become public, but now that it has, she has no regret, she says. I danced, sang and partied perfectly legal things. She also took a drug test. She was forced to. In fact, there was a lot of pressure on her to take this test. It has come back negative. So the backlash has backfired, and so did the demand for a drug test. We say Sanna Marin did nothing wrong by partying. She was only being human. But this episode has thrown up some very important questions, both for voters and for politicians. How do you want your leaders to be? Do you want them to be normal? Or do you want them to be disturbingly perfect? Would you like your Prime Minister to be someone who works all the time, is serious all the time, or would you rather she be more like you? Someone who believes in working hard, partying harder, and showing up to work the next day. As the definition of an ideal person changes, as the definition of what's perfect changes, perhaps it's also time we change the lens through which we view our leaders. Think about it. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.